This is a training session for Afghan security forces. It's conducted by MPRI, a private security firm based in Virginia. MPRI is one of more than 50 international and Afghan security companies protecting officials, troops, and supply convoys in Afghanistan. If President Karzai's decree takes effect, those firms would cease operations by the end of the year. Andy Bearpark is with the British Association of Private Security Companies. He says under the decree, the burden of training Afghanistan's police and military could be shifted to NATO forces already battling insurgents.
It will mean that the troops will be stretched thinner and thinner and thinner because the training job is vital, it's not optional.
Mr. Karzai has been critical of private security contractors, saying they constitute a parallel security force. But James Carafano, a national security expert at the Heritage Foundation, says removing those contractors would hamper NATO efforts to fight insurgents.
So if you say, okay, 19,000 contractors out of here, and they're not just guarding the military, they're guarding the State Department and NGOs and stuff, well, are those people going to go unguarded? And the answer is, I think not. So where are those 19,000 people going to come from? Oh, well, they're going to come from NATO forces.
The role of private contractors in Iraq and Afghanistan has fueled controversy in Washington. In June, a congressional committee suggested the U.S. Defense Department may have helped the Taliban by hiring local contractors to provide security for military convoys in Afghanistan. Those convoys have often been targeted by insurgents. The local contractors were suspected of paying off insurgents to guarantee safe passage in Taliban-controlled territories. Another concern is the recent security contract awarded in Afghanistan to a subsidiary of the company formerly known as Blackwater Worldwide. Some of its guards were charged with killing 17 unarmed Iraqi civilians in 2007 while protecting U.S. diplomats in Baghdad. The federal charges were later dropped.
But the reality
James Carafano says most security contractors are reputable.
Right? Nobody wants to be the next Abu Ghraib, right, or the next incident in Baghdad, right? So these companies have a vested interest in not having incidents, because if they have incidents, they lose money, and if they lose money, they go out of business.
According to the Independent Commission on Wartime Contracting, there were nearly 24,000 private security contractors working for the United States government in Afghanistan earlier this year, and another 18,000 operating in Iraq. Robert Raffaele, VOA News.